Found this tank, right? And I thought, hey, this is a great tank. My son does welding, gonna give it to him. And but he said, here, look at this. See how it says Carbide Corp?
That's a company. If the company's out of business and they no longer exist, it's basically owner's tank. But if they're still in business, technically they can come. It is technically their tank.
So it's worthless.
So it's not an owner's tank. Anytime you see a boss man on this,
Yeah.
it's not an actual owner's tank.
Right. So anything on the collar of a tank like this, you don't want to buy it because
Or beware, buy it cheap.
beware, buy
Look it
it
up,
cheap.
buy it cheap. Beware that you might not be able to
Might
keep
not
it.
be a tank, and if you bring it in to be
They
filled,
might keep it
they might keep it.
and give it back to the company.
Other
that
thing you
belongs
need to look at on these tanks is where's the date?
That's the date right there.
Okay.
008.
It'll be
8.
stamped.
So that's 2008. The plus means 5 years. Plus star usually, generally, as far as I understand, means 10 years. So it's just plus. It's 5 years. If it's plus star, that means it's good for 10 years. So this is a 2018.
So
this
it would have been good to
2018. So it's out of date.
It's out of date. So
rehydroed.
It needs to be rehydroed, which isn't that expensive, right?
Yeah, it depends. It could be upwards of $30 or
but
something.
Still worth it because this tank is brand new. Is worth $300. Brand spanking new.
Yeah, brand new. Yes.
150 used, something like that.
Yeah, I'd say something. Maybe a little.
So there you go, guys. Worst though is if it actually says something like this one does, Carbide Corp, then it's not an owner tank, it's a corporation tank, and they won't refill it or they'll give you crap or have to look it up.
No, they can't legally.
They can't legally
It's legally not your tank.
It's not your tank.
It's not an owner's tank and it's not their tank, so legally, kind of technically, they can't fill it.
They have to call the corporation.
They have to call the corporation and see what the corporation
Or they have to
wants
find
do.
out the corporation is out of business.
Out of business, right. Because then at that point, it's possible that all these tanks were auctioned off.
Right.
The whole company went out of business, they brought them to an auction and they sold them all off and people bought them and now they're owner tanks.
Got it.